This is a fair question that we often see in the comments. Some areas being slowly gentrified, is that bad or good for some area? First of all, always question yourself from what position this question comes. Does it come from a privileged position, from a comfortable position, or it comes from some people who are vulnerable in that context and are using the public space as their major infrastructure for living over there, if they really depend and rely on the affordable prices in that neighborhood? We often see it in the public discourse that whenever some area is being a little bit maintained, we often use the word "it's being gentrified," which is a bit problematic. The easiest way to analyze gentrification is to see the rent gap, what Neil Smith defines rent gap. Rent gap is actually the current value of some property and its unrealized potential of profit in the future. If this gap, rent gap, is really big, then we have gentrification. If the rent gap is very tiny and small, this might not be a big problem. Why? Because our society by default is gentrifiable. In other words, we have continuous inflation and we have taxation of property and land, which means that we're already wired into thinking of land speculating. And there can be different solutions. If in one moment it's being signaled and seen that the rent gap is enlarging, then immediately we have to cap this and install social housing, some other popular centrality that will tone down the prices. And this is the thing. Gentrification in current today's system, it's a moving target, and we need bodies, political bodies or organizations that will be able to hunt these moving targets. There you go.